Computer. Lights.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry for being late this morning. I had my wife has changed jobs, and so her new job now starts much later than her old job. And so all of our morning routines have gotten like messed up and they're all scrambled. But that's okay. We're still here and we're still working. It's a thing. We're doing the thing. We're doing the work. All right. So we'll start real quick with prep work. I've got prep work I got to do. So it's a thing. We got to do some work. That's all right. Won't kill anybody. Right? So, one is we've got to get music going. Got to get the music going. Boy, Winamp is running like tar today. We got tar amp. It's because we've got two tar amps going. That's why. Naturally, I just closed the wrong one. There we go. Check us getting music. Okay. That's the guy dance of music. Don't think I won't dance like that. Okay, so one of the things we got to do is shut down my laptop because it's going with me. Oh. Apparently the desktop's open a lot. I don't know why I've got 17 instances of the desktop. Hey, who knows? Shut her down. And while we're shutting down that guy, I'm going to grab my headphones. Because we are going to go and hang out at the local coffee shop, and I'm going to do some writing. But this means that I need sort of headphones, right? You know, got to get kind of the headphones thing going and everything like that. So we put the headphones in here. We wait for you to shut down. Now my Surface is my awesome, very well built writing machine. So we take my Surface. You can be here in a minute. It's all right. I'm packing. So put the Surface away in here. And since I'm going to see a client, I want to make sure I've got to do sketches for her. So we need my sketchbook, which is over here. Because one of the most important tools for an artist is your sketchbook. Not today, no. I'm going to go to see a client at 2:00 at a Starbucks across town. So, I figure after the show, I've got to go to the chiropractor appointment, but that'll only take about 15 or 20 minutes. And then it'll be like noon, and I'll be like, I got a 2 o'clock meeting across town. So I figure what I'll do is I'll go to the Starbucks early and I'll work on writing on the script that I need to write, because really, David, that's not any fun for you to have me do tonight whenever we're at drawing club. So tonight is my drawing club with David. And so, like, I usually try to bring real physical stuff like paper and pen and stuff like that, so that I'm not tied to my computer when I'm there. So anyway, we're not cutting out early, but the doctor's appointment is 11:30. So my thought is I'm going to go on ahead and get everything I need put into my satchel. So all I got to do is just grab my satchel and we're ready to rock and roll, right? You know, like totally ready to get out here and stuff. So okay. Now that I've packed everything, I'm looking around to make sure I don't have anything I've forgotten. My Surface only runs, I can't find my Surface's power cord. It has gotten itself lost somewhere. So what I do now is I actually have the original dock that goes with my Surface. And so when my Surface lives here, it's docked. And then whenever we're elsewhere, it's not docked. But that actually means that I can use my Surface for all kinds of things. Let's move on to where we were working before. So had a meeting with EarthTow, and they actually liked the initial sketch more than they liked the line work. So we're going to use a mixture of both to give myself a new blue line, and we're going to then use that blue line to give ourselves a better drawing, because they liked that better. So that's where we're going to go today, is this guy. So we want to capture some of the stuff. They didn't like the things I put on the desk to kind of make it look like she had other things on her desk. They didn't like that. And then we had to be careful of all the pieces of the card. They need to be in the correct location. So we're going to do that too. And so I actually pretty much am happy with all of this stuff is already done. So I'm going to make this the new master. All of these pieces here, I'm going to turn off this. There we go. And all of these guys will become the new master. Right. These are already acceptable inks. This is what we're keeping from the original version of the card. So I'm going to take this and this. I'm going to talk about merging. This is kind of a nightmare, isn't it? Merging all of this together. There we go. We're going to merge this together to form a new blue line. Okay. Yay, EarthTow. Yep. Yeah, we had sort of like a communication problem or something, because I gave them my sketch. Can't find my pen. There's my pen. Gave them my sketch, and they approved the sketch, and then I went back to redo it, and then they were like, "Why'd you change everything?" And I didn't mean to change everything. They're like, "But you did." And oh no. So it's all right. It's okay. We're going to fix this up, and it won't take any time at all to get us back to where we were. So we're going to take hue, satin, and luminosity. I'm going to bring the luminosity up, and that's going to turn it gray. All right. And bring the saturation up. See, this is why I get aggravated. It would be nice to have the because I got to do this through level. And it's really difficult to do this under level adjustments because I don't remember how to do all these things. There we go. We're just trying to get a blue line out of this. Right? It's all right. All you missed was me packing my satchel. So I can go to, I've got to meet a client at 2:00. But I think I will be done with everything. Is this? Yeah, this. Let's take this too. I'll have to fit it back in, but maybe we can. At some point. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on top of the inks. We're gonna call this old line. We're gonna call this one blue line. And now we've got to go. It's a 2-step process to get this to work. That's kind of frustrating. There we go. All right. Now we have some inks already ready to go because I liked the face better from the previous version. So we're just going to go on ahead and take this gold line in. And these gold line pieces fit with some scaling. They're going to fit just fine. Our abused dog is abused again. There is a dog who swears that he's abused because his people keep leaving him outside during the workday. He just sits there and howls all day long pitifully. It's the most irritating thing. Mostly because he's not really abused. There we go. It was a major event, right? Right, David? It was a major event. Hey, you want to check something else out that's cool? Look at this. These are monster battery packs. These guys go for my lights. They make a pretty satisfying thump, when you put them down. Yeah. But now I have battery packs for my lights, so my lights can operate even when I am not near a power source. All right. Okay. Now we're here. Hey, Fluffy Tail. Something is really getting under Goofy Cat's skin. I don't know what it is, but he has been on a tear all day. Maybe it's, you know. Okay. We're kind of catching up here, it looks like. Got a little bit of slowdown. I've asked a lot of my computer today. Not you. All right. So, what I was saying earlier, I'm not sure if you were here for this or not, Brent, was that the guys at Earth Tower liked the sketch more than they liked the blue line, or than they liked the line work. So we're going to take the initial sketch and work with it instead, which doesn't bother me at all. And there were a lot of things that I think we missed out of that original sketch because I was kind of in a hurry to do all of that sketch or all of that line work inside the hour. We missed some of the great jokes because of that. Oh, good. It's good to have. I mean, I didn't detect like much of an impact in your work at our drawing meetings, but it's good to know that you are done with that project. I did just see that Tom bowed out because he's working for Todd Jones, which is cool. I mean, you know, I'm going to have to razz him and stuff like usual, but he is certainly doing a good thing. It would not be appropriate if we did not razz each other a little. Right? Todd Jones, one of the guys up in Fort Collins in the Fort Collins group. He's part of Airship 27. When I work with Ron Fortier, that's also an Airship 27 job, which is what we're going to do after we're done with this job, because we've got an Airship 27 job on the decks too. There we go. Just putting in her epaulets. I also want to make sure the bow of this arm was a little off. Like, you look at her hand here, and if you think about where that bone is, like going the wrong direction. So maybe we should fix that a little. Like she shouldn't have this much here and here. This is where sometimes you want to think about how your sketch ends up. I've seen a lot of artists take their sketch and they will like adjust with the tools. You know, I've been thinking about NFTs too, so let's talk about that tonight. I'm curious about it. We had an entire geek tank on it 2 weeks ago. I actually think that I'm going to use a circle tool for this. There you go. We can take. There we go. Okay, I'm using the wrong tool for this. That might not be a bad idea. Actually, that might be a very valid argument. I mean, putting all of my artwork in a blockchain does pretty much validate its, and I have put in a ton of work into my comic, so it would be kind of annoying if it all just walked away one day. Okay. Yeah, you can drop a link in there, sure. All four of us will read it. I mean, it's cool. Should be able to just drop a link right into the thread and it should work just fine. In theory. Okay, so queso. I'm going to work on hair. I was looking at a tutorial the other day and it was talking about hair, not the musical. And I realize hair looks better if you work on it a little bit here. I'm going to work on it just a hair. Okay, pulling this out. Just like that. Yeah, I'm curious. Aw, I don't get to click on it. Meh. Huh. That sounds intriguing, my friend. Okay. I was watching a guide on hair, and they said, remember that there are like 3 major quadrants of hair. Let me see if I can't find it. I took a picture, a screenshot. Naturally, she wants to talk today. Took a screenshot of this hair tutorial. How on hair to do hair. But it's a good tutorial, like hair zones and things. So I'm just looking it up here. Wow, it's a long time ago. Before we went to the museum, we went to the museum on Thursday. So it was a week ago. Mm-hmm. Man, it's been a long time since I did this hair tutorial. I saved it so that it'd be easy to find. Clearly, I have made a mistake. Bet I could type in hair and see what it comes up with. People with hair. That's not really what I was looking for, but okay. Would assume that it says hair tutorial, and it does not. Okay, that's fine. Well, then I'll try to do this from memory. Right. Okay, so it is horrible when you have thinning hair. So I was saying that there are zones, right? You got this zone, this zone, this zone right up here, and then the sides. And the reason that we have those zones is that we talk about then how does the hair fall, right? And that's what this whole tutorial was about. Because it was saying then you lay down the hair from these zones. Like so. But then it makes more sense because this hair then goes this way. And this hair goes this way. That's not bad. I mean, it looks more accurate to what's going on anyway. And then we'll give ourselves a much thicker pen. Come back in here and just do this. But at least it gave me a good guide for all of these, because I think you're like, you're just deleting all the work you just did. Not really. There we go. Oh yeah, dog. You haven't howled in almost 20 minutes. And see that becoming a stressor for you. I guess the dog wouldn't bother me so much, except he's so loud. I'm surprised you guys can't hear him on the mic. All right. Yep, the hair all sits in a certain way on our heads. I gotta say, David, my kiddo is gonna be glad that you're back. He sure does like chatting with you. That's like that's a highlight of his week now. He's all into that. He thinks that's cool. You have made a friend for life. Although, to be fair, he's in 6th grade, so you've made a friend for like 5 minutes because he'll forget. It's all right, man. Yeah, actually, Tom and him and me and Brian were there. So it wasn't bad. It was, like Brian showed up a little later. There we go. And it is okay. Sometimes we don't make it to the drawing club, and that's okay too. Yeah, but he was there last week, and he may be there again this week. We'll have to see. He really misses drawing club, so he misses being able to sit down and do work. I keep missing him too because he's good people. Having him at the club is good. So I'm gonna take this brown here and just come around here and just make sure that everything is. So this is I had said this before, this is an old trick I learned from Studio Ghibli. Anytime you're dealing with skin, which I forgot to do down here, so we're going to have to do it down here. You use brown. Why are we under? When you use brown, it gives a softer, more chocolatey tone to the color when you come back in working on this later. So when the color comes in, it's not as rough, not as abrupt. It gives a warmer tone to the skin. It's so weird whenever you guys type things over here in the corner, I hear it in your voice. I'm just realizing that when I read your posts over here, I can hear your voice. It's kind of cool. Certainly nothing wrong with it. I'll betcha that when I say things on my show, you hear it in my voice too. Isn't that amazing? There we go. Now we're moving in. Oh, that's not good. All that work on the hair, and I did it accidentally on the blue line layer. Yay! Haven't had to do a layer check in a long time. Yeah. It's all right. I kind of didn't like the scalp anyway. So we'll redo her scalp. There we go. Better. Now that we've done that, we can take the inks and just merge the two together. Layer check. You have to stop. But why? You're on the wrong layer. All right. This will also be good because I feel like her skin is going to still be relatively dark. And so this will help offset that. I don't think that's what I think it is. I think this is... I'm going to start here. Okay. There we go. We'll turn back on the... Make sure we're on the correct layer. Fix her eye again. There we go. All right. We have to fix a couple of other things, and we'll be calling this good. Like, they really liked the arm, compression arm in the background. And of course, we didn't want to lose our chainsaw bayonet. So let's go on ahead and go in here and let's get... I keep thinking it doesn't really matter because the blast from the barrel is going to totally take the teeth off of the chainsaw. Well, the entertainment value is still here, and that's really what's important. We're just putting in the chainsaw. Really? All right. Out to here. Right.
It's time to take a quick break.
Okay, guys, the lights have changed color. You know what that means. We're going to take a quick break. So we're going to walk away from the monitor for a minute, and we're going to stand up, everybody. And that means you too, David. Stand up. Want the blood back into your feet. And roll your neck. And roll the other way. My neck still sounds like it's full of Rice Krispies, I swear. Stretch a little bit. I'm not going to be able to do my walk today because I got my chiropractor appointment at 11:30. So, see what kind of trouble we have there. Right? You can hear that dog out there. Okay. How did I know? Because I know you. Giving you the evil eye. Okay. That was a good little break. Only needs to be about 2 minutes. And our lights will go back to normal. And we can get back to work. And everything's good. But you need to shake it out. Oof. Like my feet. I really need to shake those guys out. We stand on them this entire time. So. All right. There we go. See you when you get home. There we go. See you later, David. Sleep well. And see you tonight. All right. There we go. Love our chainsaw bayonet. How do you not love the chainsaw bayonet? The truth is the best freehand tool that we have is the curve tool. because we can use it for long lines and just tap like that and it won't go anywhere. And then we can use it to bow. I'm putting in it'll bother me greatly that there's only stripes on one side of that. So there we go. Texas arm. Just sits there and howls all day long. Hey, help you, George. All right. That's that. And we'll get the rest of the missile out of here. There we go. Give a nice happy missile up there. Yay. I don't have a lot of that computer, do I? First, I think I'll do this, and then I'll use the arm. But I'll use this to get my control panel over here. Okay. This card game is all about funny jokes. And so I like putting in all kinds of jokes here. Hey there, Brent, welcome back. And in this case, an ATM in the background is funny. Right? I'm going to use the same thing, but I'm going to move it. Use the hand. Put the hand right here. Because now I'm looking at the card. And those are the safes. So looking at the safes, I'm going to put the hand here so that it is much clearer what she's doing. There we go. I'm going to do a couple of other things that I've been meaning to do too while we're at it. Since we're here. I liked my original version where her fingers were bowed out a little. Like she was putting pressure down on it. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to bow the hands, the fingers out a little. It gives just a little bit of physicality to this. So you've got like pressure. She's pressing down and making her fingers tilt like this. So they're coming in and bending just a little bit. Oh, thank you. I feel kind of like clean pine work would be like Chris Pine in Star Trek or something. That'd be clean pine work. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go to the gold line here because this gold line now wanders aimlessly off to Nowheresville. And I think it should bow with the finger. All right, there we go. Yeah, I could see that. It wasn't bad. I mean, I wasn't like super offended or anything. So that's a plus. I'm just putting in a whole bunch of just, I don't know, graphic sort of things here. Yeah, I feel like Kirk was sort of played in a manner consistent with the stereotype of Kirk, and less played like Kirk really was. Like, we got sort of a stereotype that Kirk was a ladies' man and all kinds of stuff. And really, and I think that we sort of got more of a, what we think Kirk should be like, and less of a what Kirk is really like. So I feel kind of like, I think one of the biggest mistakes, though, that J.J. Abrams ever made was admitting that he'd never watched Star Trek, really. Because the Trekkies never let him go on that one, and we already have a faction of Trekkies that it doesn't matter what Star Trek it is, they hate it. And they're loud, and they're obnoxious, and they yell a lot, and so I feel like that was a big tactical error on his part. Lens flare I could live with. Wasn't really a fan of it, but it wasn't really that bad. And they were starting with shaky camera lens flare crap in the 90s when I was doing editing here. So it was only a matter of time. And I knew it because they were really working that angle when I was in television a long time ago in the 90s. So we called it Ramsey Vision because the director that really liked it was a guy named Ramsey. I don't even remember his, because he's a local director. So it's like John Ramsey or something. Anyway, rich guy. Did a lot of films. And that was his claim to fame. So there we go. There we go. Okay. Nice. I get intermittent read problems from my All right. Getting closer here to our various arms dealer jokes. Right. Okay. Let's turn off all of this and take a look at this as a whole. Work. Beep. Right. Okay. This is a much more organized composition. It'll look a lot better on there. So I'm going to say we're good for this step. But I want to stop before we go any further because I really do want them to approve it before I go in and paint it. Although I guess I could do painting basic colors, and maybe I should, to give kind of an idea of what colors I want to use for this, right? So, and thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yay! Okay, we're going to look at here. Okay. I just had a complete and total loss of thought process here. Earth Tao. That's the name of these guys. Earth Tao. I'm like, I totally just lost my way on this. Okay. Looking at her criticals. I have to move into this monitor because I can't see it down there. Her colors are burnt orange and heather purple. So, and take the inks, and we're going to do what we've done before. We're going to, let's watertight the inks. A couple of things that aren't watertight. Looking up here. So before we do that, let's go watertight our inks. Make sure everything is watertight. Big truck. Because you can't use the fill tool on all of these things if they're not watertight. Make sure there's nothing in here. It's a hole. Do. All right. And this is another one of those problems with the mixed colors. You do brown and then you do black around it. Sometimes you try to get careful to not get them mixed up and you end up making a hole. So we will duplicate the layer and then put that underneath it. We're going to talk about some colors, some control colors here. So we've got heather purple and burnt orange. So it's actually not a bad combination. So we're going to make her jacket purple. No! We'll come back and fix that in a minute. All right. And her undershirt then will have to be orange. And he's saying a burnt orange. So we're going to do that. Right? It gives her some interesting colors to work with here. I'm going to have to go through here and fix this hole. Because I think the hole is not in the gold line. Yep, the hole is not in the gold line. The gold line covers that hole, so it's hard to see it. In fact, our gold line needs to be kind of trimmed back a little, looks like. There we go. Okay. Back on our color line. Right. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to have to actually come back and pull the neck back out of it, but the shirt goes all the way around, so we need to kind of do that. And we're going to open Going to go in here and we're going to grab Gun Show, because Gun Show's color codes, this is Gun Show's sister. So Gun Show will have similar flesh tone. All right, close that. We don't need to save it anymore. All right, we don't need to save this one anymore. This one. So we're going to have similar flesh tone, but I'm going to richen it out a little. Right? Because she is similar in color. Oh, crap. I shouldn't have closed Gun Show. Because we need to see whether she's got a... No, the card's just that. So what I'll do is I'm going to take this red, because it's the color of Gun Show. There we go. And do that. We'll get closer here. And do this, and then just do that. All right. Okay. Galloping Georges. I don't know why George has to gallop, but he has to gallop. which I believe I actually left in there before, but hey, and then deleted it somewhere along the line saying, oh, I put the line in the wrong place. And now I'm like, I think I did that wrong. Okay. That's evil and creepy, and I like it. And she is evil and creepy, so there is that. Okay, what other cool stuff do I want to do back here? Because I know that ATM is not going to end up getting. So let's talk about the various grays that this background is going to be. I think that we'll have a lot of just basic, looks like wood background. Kind of highlight all the weapons. Or would I? I don't know. I feel like this might need to be darker. You know what I mean? Like, let's make her pop. More like that. I'm just putting in random colors here. Kind of make it stand out graphically. And like I said, we're just putting in base colors. So there we go. I'm sort of using a uniform theme here. No, I don't think I like that. I think I'd rather have it be the green. We have sort of an ongoing theme sort of going here. There we go. Yeah. Now, let's problem is I'm not seeing now her golds that much. It's not popping out like I like. So we're going to do a tonal correction. Hue saturation. We're going to bring up the saturation quite a bit. And bring up the luminosity. Like that. Now, well, I guess that's what we're saving it as. Wasn't what I wanted to do, but it'll work. Now we'll save it as JPEG. Color test. That way we can see what they say, whether they like it or not. And we are now done, I guess. Now all I do is send that off to these guys. Alrighty, guys. Here's the color test. I kept the best of the two of the sketch and line work and merged them together for one awesome thing. Thanks, guy. All right. Attach this guy and send, right? And we're done. There we go. And we did it all in time. Look at us doing great on time. So there we go. Okay, well, I don't have to worry about the dog anymore. So if they give approval for the drawing, the sketch, the design, I can go in and clean up the colors and everything like that in the next iteration. And we can go on ahead and move on to working on Silver Pentacle next, which is where we're headed. So Silver Pentacle 2 on my plate. So we'll head that one out the door too. So there we go. We did the jobs today. So I'm going to go ahead and go have somebody crack all my bones, apparently. Oh, well. She's going to take a look at the x-rays and see what kind of trouble I'm in general or specific. So I will see you all tomorrow. I don't know whether Pepper is settled in or not. I've seen his work studio, so I'm going to give him a tap and see whether he's up for joining us or not. Well, we'll see what happens. So until then, though, everybody, I hope you have a great Tuesday and keep your eyes on the stars. Goodbye. Computer, good night.